Hello everyone, my name is Tristan and I'm with Tristcom, and in today's video we're going to talk about making your client see you as the insurance advisor. Now in order to do this properly, we need to look at the true landscape of the industry, and if we're truly honest with ourselves, it doesn't look pretty. The problem is our industry has a bad reputation, and the problem is because there are reps out there that are selling policies that are not needed to their clients. Or what they're doing is they're selling a policy incorrectly. They're selling it based off of false promises, maybe it's possibly the wrong product, or they're just flat out giving wrong information. Maybe they're selling universal life and talking about its flexibility, but then they're actually underfunding the policy. All of this starts to really kill any trust that has built up, right? Or there's a lack of stability. There are clients out there that will buy a policy from a rep, and then in 12 months, that rep isn't even in the industry anymore. So then they're getting a phone call from some random person who now holds that policy. That lack of stability with the insurance industry as an agent starts to, again, deteriorate at any trust that has built up. Or possibly it's just the rep's behavior. There are times that the life insurance agent gets lumped into the same conversation to that of a used car salesman. And I'm sure you've heard this before. And the reason why is because there are reps out there that are just too pushy, or they come across too arrogant, or maybe just flat out too slick, just like that of a used car salesman. This is an uphill battle that we all face, but if we're doing right by our clients, we're going to differentiate ourselves from the competition. So what we need to do is we need to change our approach, change the way in which life insurance is positioned. Because the way a typical agent will do it is they'll say something such as, do you have life insurance? They'll ask this one specific question, and then regardless of what the client says, they dive into what they know and how great their products are, or how great their industry is, or agency is, whatever it might be, right? Or they'll ask the question, who do you have your life insurance through? Assuming that their client or potential client already has life insurance. And again, regardless of the answer, they'll talk about how great their policy is. Or thirdly, and probably the one that I cringe at most, they'll say something along the lines of, if you were to die, would your family be protected? The reason why I don't like this one at all is because you're already starting off the conversation by acting as though your potential client is doing something wrong and they need to fix it. This is not build trust. This is not build a relationship. We're just trying to sell it out of fear. We can't do it this way. We can't just ask one specific question and then dive into the statements about how great that we are. But unfortunately, this is what we're up against. This is the challenge that all of us out there actually face. So what we need to do is change our approach. What we need to do is first understand the needs and the expectations. Understand those needs and expectations, and then provide additional value to the client to ensure that they reach their goals. We're not even talking about life insurance here. All we're trying to do is understand what their needs are and what their expectations are, and then just provide value. Realize what their goals are and what they're trying to accomplish, and then help them live and make it a reality. So what we can do then instead is to differentiate ourselves is by asking many questions. And by asking those questions, from there, we want to provide the solutions that we can offer. This is what we want to do. We want to become that trusted advisor for that potential client. So how do we become that trusted advisor? How do we do this? We have this uphill battle because our industry has such a bad reputation, but it also gives us an opportunity. Knowing that a majority of agents out there are trying to sell a policy, we can now focus on solving a problem. And that right there can make you unique and separate yourself from all of the other agents that are out there. Also, you want to continue to stay curious. Ask questions. Never assume that you know what your client is wanting or what they need. Instead, we ask those questions. And from there, we can uncover those gaps. Also, demonstrate professionalism. You can do that by providing multiple options, not just one policy. Provide options, teach them about the policies, and empower your client to make the decision, not sell them on a policy. Also, if a policy or a product does not fit, tell them that it doesn't fit. You build credibility by telling them something that you offer actually doesn't fit their situation. Clients will trust you a lot more. And thirdly, if you don't know something, tell your client that you know, but you'll get back to them, right? Many times out there are agents that will just guess. and think that they know the answer, or cross their fingers and hope that they do it. But what happens if they're wrong? What ends up happening is you kill any trust that you've actually built up over time. So what do we do? How do we go about doing this properly? Well, what we want to do is ask a statement such as, tell me about your current life insurance policy. You're asking them to tell you about their current life insurance policy, right? Or you can ask something a little bit more lengthy. You can ask something such as, I work with clients and help to make sure that them and their family are protected in the event anything unforeseen were to happen. My goal would be to do the same thing for you. Have you had a conversation about life insurance? With this middle statement, although it's a little bit longer, what you're doing is you're providing them a reason why you're in the industry and what you're hoping to accomplish to do. And then you're focusing on them. Have they had a conversation about life insurance? Or thirdly, you can say something such as, our agency does more than provide life insurance. We specialize in finding solutions to fit clients' needs. Do you mind if I take 2 minutes to let you know about the types of protection? Again, what you're doing is you're changing the way in which you're having that conversation. You're changing the way you're asking specific questions and asking for permission to move forward. But even though you may be asking permission of any one of the 3 ways, realize that this is not giving you the permission to pitch product. Do not fall into the trap of acting like every other agent that's out there by asking one of these questions and diving into product. Do not pitch from here. Where do we go from here? We dive into a 2-step process. We have step 1 and we have step 2. Step 1, once you've asked permission to move forward, you want to now ask open-ended questions. Get your client to talk about their specific situation, right? You can ask questions such as, what do you know about life insurance? Instead of you telling them what you know, ask them what they already know. You can actually uncover a lot of misconceptions about life insurance just by asking this question. 2, how are you currently protected? Maybe they already have a way that they're protecting their family if they were to pass away. Or when it comes to your financial priorities, tell me what matters most to you. You're not even asking about life insurance here. You're asking them to tell them what priorities matter most to them. So once you've asked the open-ended questions, uncovered again the needs and the expectations from your clients, you now can provide the value. So the way in which to provide value is by first summarizing the statements of your clients. Taking all the information that they have told you into one clear-cut sentence by summarization. So you can ask a question such as, so if I understand you correctly, you're saying that if we can blank. So whatever that is again, you're identifying whatever that need is or whatever challenge that they're currently facing. Or you can ask the question, so making sure that we protect blank, whatever that blank is, that would help you. Is that correct? Again, all you're trying to do is summarize everything that your client had said in step 1 by focusing on one particular statement. And the goal here is to make sure that your client is establishing a confirmation, saying, yes, that's correct. Once your client has said, yes, that's correct, they now understand the same thing that you know of that there is an exact need. Now you can talk about whatever policy it possibly is. Okay? So what we want to do is make sure that we're building trust with our clients. We first need to realize that the true landscape of this industry is that we have a bad reputation, but we can change that. We can change that by providing solutions that fit. How do we provide solutions that fit? 1, we uncover needs. 2, we identify problems. And 3, we recognize challenges. From here, we provide solutions. We don't sell product. Now, my name is Tristan Thomas, and I'm with Tristom, and I'm part of www.tristom.com, where we help agents just like yourself recognize their true potential in the life insurance industry. So make sure that you check us out again at www.tristom.com. And also on our YouTube channel, just like this, we provide 2 videos per month that are free to you. So make sure you get our next video by subscribing below. Again, we're here to help you become a better agent. So check out our next video. Again, thank you so much for your time, and you have a wonderful day.